Welcome back to character class. We've talked about two knots, the square knot and the fisherman's knot, that tie ends of knots together. And these are very helpful for cargo loads, hauling equipment, definitely an emergency situation to serve your community if you had to help somebody out, bail somebody out. Later on, we're going to talk about the rabbit ears bowline, which is very helpful as a tie down point when you're short. Clevises and ratchet straps, what to do in a pinch to pull a vehicle out. But one of the things I want to talk about right now is a knot that's in the middle of a rope. Let's say you need to establish on a job site or in an emergency situation a rope ladder. You know the person can't climb, maybe they're deficient physically, maybe they cannot climb because of an injury. So if I had a long piece of rope and I wanted to establish a series of notches for someone to climb, I could make some big knots, but sometimes that's not even helpful. So what we like to do is also establish a series of loops using a very strong knot known as the bowline. Now this is called bowline in a bight. Bowline in a bight has a few things that you need to be aware of. First of all, the bight itself has 3 interlocking loops, and a bowline in a bight has a little bit more. As you can see, you could have a rope and it could hang equipment. You could haul equipment up with a rope attached to maybe a carabiner, such as this. And that equipment attached, and you could just haul it up that way. So you wouldn't damage the equipment coming up. You could haul not just 1, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of equipment onto a rooftop very quickly. All right, because you could have maybe 6 or 7 of these. Just remember though, every time you add a knot, the knot draws strength away from the rest of the rope, thus weakening the rope. So this is called a bowline in a bight, also known as a center line bowline. So, something that you would do in a process of ropes. And you can see you can make handheld straps to help someone climb, to assist somebody maybe up a ladder. So it's a very effective safety knot. It's a very effective knot to quickly haul a series of lots of gear up onto a roof, for example. And it can be used in a variety of means and methods. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is show you, now I'm showing you face to face. So sometimes this is difficult to see, so I will do it from the side as well. Now I will take my short end, I'll keep it close to my chest, and I'll make 3 very loose, actually 2 very loose loops, just 2. But notice I have 3 lines on my hand. I'm always working with the center. So the first one is center over left. That now becomes the center. Center over right. That now becomes the center. Center over left again. And then pull. And now you have 3 bights integrated and interlocking. So that is the center line bowline, or known as a bowline in a bight. Let me do that again. So once again, I will go ahead and have 3 lines. And this rope is very stiff. Okay, it's very stiff kern mantle. So it's kind of not too hard to pull. It's not easy to play with. So I have 3 lines right here. And I basically say left, center over left, new center over right, new center over left again, and then grab this end and you're running in, pull. And you have those 3 interlocking bights. And that is a center line or bowline in a bight. Let's do it from the side so you can see it this way. Question is, do I need to put a half hitch in? You should put a half hitch on. Very interesting. This one is a very strong, especially when you put gear on, it really locks it in. But so you don't really need a half hitch. If you want to, you can. It's going to be kind of difficult to do that though. And the reason is if you have a series of them, you're not going to be able to get all those half hitches in. So once again, notice that I've got that free end pointing towards me. I wrap once and twice. Notice I have 3 lines to work with in my palm. Center, over the left, new center, over the right, new center, over the left again. Grab the other lines, the other ends, and pull. And then get handsy with it. Doesn't always come out perfect. And double check your system. Again, feel for it. Make sure you got it. You got those 3 interlocking butts. That is a centerline bowl. And yeah, you could definitely put something towards the end here, but truly this thing will lock down where you won't need a half hitch. So remember, you're always working with that center line. And always remember, if this is confusing, take the time to stop it, slow down, and review this. That's one of the benefits of video links. You have that opportunity to do so. We'll see you on the high ground.